Tricks. My favorite cereal growing up.
Sorry, geezer. Tricks are for kids.
So I'm super excited for this. Batman the Caped Crusader is a new animated series coming out on Prime Video August 1st of this year. It was announced right around the time the Robert Pattinson, Matt Reeves Batman movie came out in 2022 and has been in production since. And of course, the show is run by none other than Batman the Animated Series creator himself, Bruce Timm, along with the likes of Matt Reeves and J.J. Abrams of all people too. Like, there's a lot of talented people working on this. And recently, they released the trailer and the release date for the show. So my mistake, they did not release a trailer. They released a bunch of photos, which we will get to later in the video, and the release date for the show, which is August 1st. So, my bad. And not much is fully known. We know that we're going to get an 11-episode season, and the cast has yet to be announced, as there's been some fake voice casts out there. It's just, I guess, someone's wish list as to who they would want to voice these characters. We do have screenshots of some of the characters that we're going to see, like Commissioner Gordon. We have what Batman's costume may look like, which gives it a more classic look. An interesting look at a new Harley Quinn, as they said that this time around they wanted to kind of flip the character, where, you know, when she first arrived in the animated series, Dr. Harleen Quinzel was more serious, and then when he got to the character Harley Quinn, the alter ego, that's when she became a little bit more fun, and basically it was the defining trait of the character. But in this one, the character of Harleen Quinzel is going to be kind of, you know, more upbeat. Still a psychiatrist, but, you know, definitely not as serious as you would think a doctor would be. But when she's Harley Quinn, apparently she's just going to be super fucked up in the head, and nothing is funny to her. And plus two, it doesn't seem like she's going to have a relationship with the Joker at all. That was one of the characters that we did not see in the trailer, but we saw other ones like this right here, which I'm assuming that's going to be either Scarecrow or Clayface. Plus we see Catwoman kind of get a classic look herself as well, so this show is shaping up to be an interesting one. I would definitely say that it is going to have similar animation to that of Batman the Animated Series, but I don't see this thing being an exact replica, especially with the way they're taking some of these characters. It just feels like they want to kind of make it newer, and this is supposed to be Batman toward the beginning of his time as Batman, so again, a very young, inexperienced Batman who I'm assuming is going to go through a lot of learning curves as the show goes on. Overall, I already know that people are going to look at the trailer, look at the pictures, and especially look at the Harley Quinn change, not just as a character from, you know, the way the alter ego is kind of be switched with, you know, the person's actual aesthetic and whatever, but she's also this Asian American character, which again, I don't have any problem with. People make too much of a big deal. This is supposed to be different, and as long as they take the story somewhere and the character's still interesting, then it doesn't bother me that much. If that's what you're mainly complaining about, then again, you might need to rethink how you look at things, but I don't want to judge the book by its cover. I want to wait for the show to come out so I can watch it and then kind of judge it from there. I mean, this could be a whole nother Velma situation where we get a spin-off that's just kind of like, why the fuck did you make this? Or we can get something that is just new and different, but also still stays true to the character of Batman and these other characters that are supposed to be involved, which right now, outside of the characters that we have, we don't necessarily know what other characters, what villains they plan on bringing in. We just know this new show is done, it's ready for the public to see, and we don't have to wait too much longer to see it evolve.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Now moving on from that and going to a show that actually came to us Thanksgiving of 2023 and just grew in popularity from there. That is Netflix's Wednesday, which is obviously written and directed by Tim Burton. And it was a hit when it came out, and then once it got renewed for season 2, many people were wondering when we were going to get said season. Well, questions can kind of be, well, not necessarily answered, but at least we have a little bit of an idea as to where they're at in the process of Wednesday, as recently it was announced that the filming for season 2 of Wednesday, the production, has begun, and there's a lot of the, newer returning characters, and we get to see some new faces going in there, like Christopher Lloyd, who was Uncle Fester in the original 2 90s Addams Family movies. I say original like they were the first ones, but you get what I mean, the popular ones. And of all people, Haley Joel Osment's supposed to show up. From what I heard, it's not a huge role, but he's there. And Steve Buscemi is the new principal because, spoiler alert, if you don't know, at the end of season 1, the main principal died.
Miss Keisha. Oh my fucking god, she fucking dead.
Now, as to when to expect season 2, I don't know. The production just began. I'm not necessarily sure how long it takes to go from filming and production to editing for a TV show like this. I would assume that it takes just about as long as a film, maybe even a little bit longer because it's multiple episodes that you have to edit and film and go through and all that. But at the same point in time, again, it shouldn't be too much longer. If it's not coming out this year or later in the year, then we can probably expect it in 2025, early on. So, there you have it. A new show coming into the fray that we may or may not like. Until we see it, we don't know. And Wednesday Season 2, one of the more popular Netflix shows, is getting its second season underway and ready for production for a release that will pretty much hopefully be soon at this point. When? Again, I don't know. I guess they're going to figure that out as we go on. But nonetheless, it is coming. It is being worked on. So the questions about if it's even happening are null and void. Plus, too, a certain someone was also not returning to Wednesday Season 2. But hey, his lawyer blamed it on me, so somehow it's my fault, right? Anyway, that's it for me. Stay safe out there. And until then, I will catch you all in the next one.